Applications or apps that run on Facebook by outside companies have been known to.
It's against all of our policies for an application to ever share information with advertisers.
They do?
And then we shut them down if they do.
Am I a fuddy-duddy?
Yes.
Am I a fuddy-duddy by asking all these privacy questions?
No.
Kara Swisher is the editor of All Things Digital, a website about high tech in Silicon Valley. You know, I wonder if Facebook can exist if it doesn't invade
That's
privacy.
right. That's exactly right.
So it needs to invade privacy. The issue is transparency, isn't it?
Good day. What I've completed today, tasks I have completed. I've completed successfully researching on my friends' cases. Well, I went into I went all the way to the Supreme Court library this morning, and I was lost because I didn't know which sections I would find the cases in, the notes in, and since he needed it really terribly, and every time I was supposed to go to the library, it was a public holiday. They seem to have public holidays lined up against each other like every week here. So I flipped through, I went to search on their search network, and I couldn't find anything, and so I went back and looked at the books and started to look at the criminal sentencing section, and I found it. I found your stuff, and it just happened also to selected a very thick, nice book, and it looked like it had lots of juicy contents in it, and I flipped it open and it had everything I needed, and also it had all the US cases needed to support this petition. So I'm really thankful I found the case for you. And you know, it's really sometimes the last time I want to step into another legal fraternity, because I seriously am sick of searching. But you know, I seem brilliant at searching for things like this because it seems second nature to me already.
Anyway, so we've already completed this search for cases to support your petition, and I'm going to start school next week, which is pretty soon. Oh my god. And I'm really excited, thoroughly excited, and I'm just listening to lots of things about Mark Zuckerberg, and yeah, tuning in.
How upfront they are with the users.
That is, I think, Mark's one weakness, and I think that was why he got so nervous in the interview we did.
Because I want to basically learn how to build an internet company, and also be able to learn how to program and code lots of things in an internet company. I think that's a very successful way of learning and starting a new career. I better get that down. I want to learn how to compute. I'm down to the last page of my lecture pad. I want to learn how to compute and build and code an internet company. So I don't really have to, you know, just rely solely on, we can't rely solely on Google and Yahoo and Facebook and things important and entertaining on the internet forever. There has to be new life. So I want to go in and learn such things. And
Okay, you want to take off the hoodie?
She's referring to this conference in June where she grilled Mark on privacy in an interview she calls a sweatapalooza.
She had like frog sweat, and it was really quite disturbing.
I seem to be having coffee every time I get, you know, up into this. I seem to buy a coffee. Anyway, Starbucks is shut down and renovating at City Hall, if everyone knows that. Yeah, exactly. I think that I can make some good friends who are nerds at university too, and basically get together to know more friends and start a company. Yeah. I think that it wouldn't be so hard, and yeah. Sorry, I was message or something, but I couldn't send this puzzle to you. Today because it's overweight and it costs about $14-15 more than it costs to send the letter over. But I hope you're happy with the package today. I hope it'll be useful to you in your petition. Yeah, and I hope that you get it in the US soon. Yeah. I like the way Anna Mills really send love packages and interesting packages, like intellectual packages, over to people. I think that is useful. It's very useful and very helpful in connecting with
people and countries. Yeah. What else do I have to say? Oh, not much, except I'm going to watch the reading of the clip.
She was pushing him to admit that Facebook is misleading about its privacy policies, an issue that comes up time and time again.
Now, do we get it right all the time? No, but it's something that we take really seriously, and every day we come to work and just try to do a good job on this.
And yet you've got the FTC looking into it, you have members of Congress looking into it, there have been privacy groups who've lodged formal complaints. You've hired a lobbyist in Washington to deal with it, so you know it's a problem.
Well, I think that it's a really important thing for everyone to just be thinking about. Privacy and making sure that people have control over their information is, I think, one of the most fundamental things on the internet.
It's become even more important as Facebook introduces one new product after the next.
These are all just like engineering teams. These guys work on the platform.
28-year-old Chris Cox is head of product development. He sits across the desk from Mark and thinks about what next for Facebook.
This is how close we sit.
And increasingly, he's thinking outside your desktop. How many people actually access Facebook through their mobile devices?
I think the latest number is over 200 million.
So in other words, that's obviously the future.
I think it's a huge part of the future.
Is Facebook developing a phone device like Apple did iPhone?
No, we're working on building software that can be used on all phones.
Their latest product is Messages, which combines email, cell phone texting, and instant messages into one. They call it the ultimate switchboard. So do you think email will become obsolete? No.
I'm not sure, but what we found is that more people are using Messages are moving away from email. And so if we build a really compelling experience, I think people are going to switch over, but I'm not going to call the end of anything.
Was this directed at Gmail?
No.
Google's email?
No.
Because everybody's talking about it.
It's
Gmail killer.
It's certainly what everyone's writing about.
Google.
Yes.
Facebook and Google.
Yes.
Are they on a collision
They
course?
are indeed.
The fight's over what? It's over how?
Search.
It's all
How
over
people
search.
find, discover it, search.
Say you want to buy a car. You can type Prius on Google and get publicly available information. Or you can type Prius on Facebook and get personal advice about it from your friends. Are you trying to turn everything we do on the web into a social function?
I think what we've found is that when you can use products with your friends and your family and the people you care about, they tend to be more engaging.
Alright, so that's the edition today. It's all about the Facebook. Dun, dun, dun.
please don't get misled that I'm on Facebook, even though I'm so supportive of the product, of the software itself, of the program. I'm actually really into the company and into how it's built. So I'm not on Facebook. If you're trying to look for me, I'm just here on Brown Technocat, and you can look me up here, and you can give me some feedback and comment if you ever want to talk to me, and leave your email addresses. I'm on Floost as well. I'm Errol KIVK on Floost. You can look it up. It's the same thing. I've uploaded everything at the same blog up on Floost, so you can look me up, KIVK. And that's about it. So thank you for supporting us, and I just want this to be personal. Personal thank yous for people who've been supporting this page. I've got quite a lot of views, about 12,000, I don't know how many people right now. I think about 12,000-ish people viewing this page since I put it up, and it's been quite an eventful year. So thank you so much, and see you soon.